For the preliminary test, we only used the tripod and the HD camera, so we were limited to the shots we did. But for the main test, we used a lot more equipment such as the reflector, the crane, LED lighting, on-set recording kit, the tracking dolly, the tripod dolly, and with these equipment we could use a more variety of shots such as crane shots, establishing shots, arc shots, and tracking shots. By using these shots, we created a better film and a lot more creative film. During this course, I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about technical, such as how to use Final Cut Pro, Soundtrack Pro, how to use other equipment like the HD camera or the tracking dolly, etc. I have learned that in media everything matters, such as costume, set, props, camera angles. Everything is put there for a reason. There's a lot of planning to be done before we start filming. We had to decide on props, costume, social groups, and even the names of our characters. Had to be for a reason. We had to make sure everything in our film was done for a reason. This took a lot of hard work and research, and as a result of so much research and planning, our first thoughts of our film were different from what our final film turned out to be. Shooting was very fun but very hard work. The first shot in our film was only a second long, and that took us near enough all day to film because we wanted to make sure we had the perfect shot. Then we had to mess our friend's house up to look like there had been someone breaking. This was really interesting, and we had to think carefully and act out what someone would do and how things would be pushed around if someone got taken for hostage. Then it took us 2 days to film the second scene. This was easy, but the arc shot took many attempts until we realised the tripod dolly was in view. Then we realised we had to do many attempts at this shot again. Then on the last day of filming, it was quite simple to us, only having to do 2 shots, but we did them many times to get the perfect one. But when we came to watch these back, we realised the last scene was very dark and no brightness would help it, so we ended up having to film the last scene all over again. It took a long time for us to edit our film. We spent a long time picking the perfect shots, putting them together, editing sounds, editing the titles, and we stayed behind to score most notes and I worked in our free time. It took us a while to get the hang of Soundtrack Pro and Final Cut Express. But when we did it, we just needed to find the perfect sounds for our film and edit them and put them into our film. We used different sites for our sounds such as freesounds.org, FreeSFX, AudioLGFL.org. When we got our feedback from our rough cut, the main problem people said was the sound. People said, make an improvement on sound. Your sound's a bit rough at the moment. Work on sound. The sound doesn't match the footsteps. Improve the sound quality. So in our final cut, we focused more on sound, and I believe in our final cut, sound was the best part. We all worked really well as a team and all put in ideas, but unfortunately, one of our members of our group was unable to attend for medical reasons on the editing of our final cut. But it wasn't like we lost a member because he helped a lot from home. He found the websites and found certain sounds we could edit and use in our film.